Hi there. Okay, so I tried pausing the last video and it didn't let me like restart the video, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue filming through the YouTube camera or uploader or whatever you want to call it. I might just actually go back to using the webcam and the system that's on my laptop. So anyways, I'm sorry about that, but that's okay. We're going to pick up where we left off. I have blow dried my hair through and through. I've showed you the products that I put into it. This is what it looks like after I'm done blow drying it. It's just kind of full of some air, and I mean, it will settle over time. Let's see. What did I do? Sorry, trying to get the straightener plug back in. I only have 2 plugs. There we go. Okay. So, this is what it looks like. I used my wide tooth comb, and it helps just keep all of those knots out, which I may have lied because there's one right there at the end. I definitely need to get my hair cut. Got some dead ends going on. But when I blow dry my hair, it does blow dry and sit a little straighter, which I do like. So like I said, I'm going to show you how I use my Infinity by Conair curling wand, and I have it set at 400 degrees. I plugged it in before I started blow drying my hair, so it had enough time to heat up. And all I did was go right behind my ears around and take everything above those fingers, twirl it and tie it to the top so that I have this to work with at the bottom. And you don't have to be super precise with the wand. You just have to be really careful not to burn yourself. But your goal is always to curl away from the face on both sides. So what I do is I start here, and like I said, I make it work. So sometimes I curl up, sometimes I curl down. Just depends on the angle that I'm working on. And you like to hold the ends. Do not put your fingers onto the rod. That's why I like to keep a nice little tail. And that is what my curl looks like. I hold it there for a few seconds. I don't know if you saw the video on YouTube of the girl who was doing a tutorial, and ow, I just burned myself. See, there you go. That's what happens when I look into the camera and not into the mirror. But she actually burned her hair all the way off, oops, with a curling wand, and that is now my biggest fear in life, is to accidentally leave my hair on the wand too long and accidentally burn it off. So all I'm doing is taking small little pieces, wrapping them around the wand, holding them there for a few seconds, and then letting them go. And, whew, somebody's texted me. 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. And, sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other side, grab some pieces. You'll find the right amount to grab for the look that you want to work with. My best advice is just to play around with this if you go ahead and buy one, because everybody's hair is going to react differently to the heat. And, I mean, there is some consistency with, oops, sorry, my computer was going to sleep. There are some consistencies with the way you actually wrap the hair around the wand, but I don't like to be precise. I don't like to back myself into a corner. Luckily, we're in an era where hair that's just a little go with the flow is better than when, oops, I was a kid. I grew up in the 90s, and I can remember it was like the worst day ever for your hair if you put your hair in a ponytail and you hairsprayed it back and you had a bump. Oh my gosh, it used to take me forever to do my ponytail because I would sit there with a comb and try and get everything back and sleeked in the hairspray. And I mean, girls would talk about you if you had a bump in your hair. Now, thank goodness, the style is just to kind of have the whatever you throw on top of your head and go with it kind of look. So I take the same approach when I'm fixing my hair. I don't want it to look like I spent too long doing it. The smaller the the pieces of hair you grab, the less time you have to hold it onto the wand, which is good. Once again, I find it really hard to work with the back of my head, but that's okay. So your hair will kind of guide you into the size of patches that you grab, and you'll find just with the way your hair has been cut and the layers and everything, what works best for you. So all I'm saying here is this is what I do. This is the routine that I have fallen into myself. Just because this is the way I do it today doesn't mean that's the way I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't really like to commit to a particular way of doing things, because I think that when you do that, you lose your creativity and you lose your change. And I really like change. I like to move forward and never feel like it's just over and this is the way it is and you have to stop right here and, you know, that's it. Sorry, my robe's coming open. You don't want to see that. So, like I said, this is what I found works best for me. This is in real time because, once again, I'm terrible at editing videos, so I just try to do everything in real time, and I hope that this helps give you a sense of the time it actually takes for me to get ready. I will say, when I'm not talking and I'm not having to think too much, it definitely goes a lot faster. So I would take that into consideration when estimating the time that it's going to take you. The more you do it, the faster you'll get. However, you do kind of get to that stopping point where, you know, you just have to take the time to do it, because you do have to take the time to leave the heat on your hair so that it'll set. I do use 400 degrees for two reasons. One, the higher heat helps hold the curl in my hair a little bit longer, and two, it's less time that I have to sit there with my hair on the heat. So, alright, we're making progress, Typically when I get up here, you know what, give me a second. Like I said a million times before, I cannot stand this straightener. It does not sit up on my counter, it doesn't clamp well, like it's just, it was a poor choice, really poor choice. And probably because it wasn't the most expensive, it'll last forever. Only time will tell. I can't get it to stand up straight. I'm so serious. I don't know what's going on. And I have it on, so I don't want it to fall over onto the counter. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Taking that last piece. So I think it's time definitely to get my hair at least trimmed, but I would like to change the style up a little bit more. I do want to grow it back out. I do miss the nice pretty length to it and just having the flexibility to do more with it. But I have a very grown out angled bob now. The front is pretty long and the back sits just below my shoulders. So not sure what kind of style I can really do with it, but I'm thinking about doing something. So as I get towards the top, I do like to take a little bit smaller chunks of hair because I just like the way that that looks. So I actually take smaller sections from my bundle at the top to work with so I can concentrate on those areas. And the good thing, well, I think it's a good thing, you might not think it's a good thing, but the one thing I really do like about styling my hair like this is that you kind of get an, oh my gosh, what did I do to my hair moment when you first finish it and put the hairspray in it. But as you go through the day, the weight of your hair helps really lengthen those curls and they kind of fall and sit a lot nicer. And it kind of turns into this really pretty wavy look. I probably need to rethink my attire for my videos. Okay, so I just kind of pick sections to work with and tie the rest away because otherwise it gets too much to handle. And so I typically, as I get towards the top, will take sections that are, you know, probably 2 or 3 groupings or gatherings, and just work my way around my head until I get to the front, and then I will show you what I do when we get there. If anybody has any video editing tips, I would greatly appreciate them, because I hate that it takes me so long to film these videos for you guys, and I wish I could speed them up. I wish that I could edit them, and I just don't know how to do it. There's probably a YouTube video for that. Maybe I'll look that one up. But I feel terrible, but I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that you take the time. If you feel the need to fast forward a little bit because you just want to see the end because you get the hang of it, that's fine too, because I feel your pain. Okay, so here I like to vary the direction, I guess I should say here, at the back or the crown of my head. Some I like to curl over, some I like to curl under, because I feel like it helps, give yourself a little bit more volume back there. And my straightener fell over again. What am I going to do with that? Do you have the same problem with that straightener? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I really feel like it's the stability of the design of the straightener. Like, it's just not designed to sit on a counter. I don't know if that was taken into consideration when they designed it. Surely you would think that it was. Maybe they had different counters than I do. I don't know. But I really don't like it. I saw a cute Pinterest post of somebody that took a PVC pipe, and it's like one of the Y ones. It's got like the one that goes straight up, and then it's got like a tube that comes off the side at an angle, like 45-degree angle. And they spray painted it a really cute color, and they put it on their bathroom counter, and that's what they use to hold their straightener and their blow dryer. I'm pretty sure I might come home one day and my husband has made that for me, because he's always freaking out about leaving all of my hair tools on the counter. Afraid I'm going to leave them on. Like I've showed you before, I have that Wemo switch that he bought me for Christmas or birthday or whatever it was. Really romantic. But I will say I do use it. However, I only have one of them, and I use more than one hair tool at a time. Notice how I'm really trying hard not to call them utensils? Okay. We are almost there. We're almost there. Hang on. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, as I get to the side, I'm going to figure out which way I want to go around the rod. Okay, so definitely as you get towards the front of your face, you want to grab pieces and curl them away. This is really where it's important to curl them away, because then everything just kind of like falls into your face, and I mean, if that's the look you're going for, then curl towards your face. But I find that it's easier for me to make it through the day without everything curling into my face. At the top of your head, especially to get towards the front, you want to curl backwards, because that will help give your hair some lift. So I'm going to take this piece that's pretty much in the center of my head, and I'm going to curl it backwards. I want it to face or sit towards the back of my head. Sorry, you can't really see my face at the moment. Okay. Then, when we get to our sides, curl away, away, away. And you'll see the way the hair falls. Now, everybody has different types of cowlicks. My cowlicks happen to sit in the front of my head, kind of off-centered, and they go in opposite directions. So I can't really do too much with the front. I've tried retaining them over the years. It doesn't really work. You'll see that I'll part it here, and I'll curl them out, and eventually I will go back to my half side part. Or it'll sit in the center, and then a small section of it will cross over into the other direction. But this is where it is important to curl away from your face. Alright, so there you go. That's not too bad. 15 minutes with talking. See, do you see the cowlick? It's a mess. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Fighting my hair now. So this is the curled look. Let's see if I can show you again because the video quality of the lighting and everything. So this is the look that it starts with, and then as you go through the day, it kind of starts to fall and relax a little bit, which I really like. I don't know, can you see the back of it? There you go. So this is what the hair looks like. And the only thing I do, ugh, I'm eating my hair, that's disgusting. The only thing I do to finish it off, cover up your phone, turn it upside down so that you don't get hairspray on the screen. But I like to shake up my big sexy hairspray that I've said before. I don't like it, but it is what I bought. So for the meantime, I will use it. And you just take small little squirts and work it throughout the hair. You can definitely go back in if you want a more teased look and really, you know, back comb it and get it big and cute. However, I'm trying not to go too big, so I will leave the volume as it is, and it will eventually settle by the time the party starts. And maybe if I can remember, I will take a picture and upload it and show you what it looks like in the end. So thank you for getting ready with me today. You've seen me start with my foundation, my contouring, my blush, then onto my eyes, then onto my eyebrows, then how I blow dry, and now how I've actually used the curling wand. Most important thing when you're done fixing your hair is to turn everything off. So I have now turned off everything, and unplugged it, so it is clear and I am good to go and ready to exit the bathroom. If I can and I have time, maybe I will show you the outfit of the day that I've chosen to wear to the party. I thank you again for watching. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Comments down below are always greatly appreciated. And once again, I thank you for watching and helping me build my channel. I will see you next time. Take care.